Holy shit. First off, I can't even begin. Bleach chapter 668, bigger, faster, stronger, and it didn't.
That don't kill me. Can make me stronger.
Don DPK Master.
And I'm the Soul Chief, and this is Totes Anime. Sorry to steal your thunder, PK Master.
Alright, so
sometimes you gotta groove.
So let's start off with the fact that Kenpachi doing his thing where he just got slashed and he just doesn't comprehend it. He's very confused in his typical fashion, which I don't blame him. He collided swords, but instead of actually doing anything, Nozarashi chips the Sword of Hope. Hoffnung. And just ends up just getting this giant gash across him. That's when Gerard actually decides, I'm going to now explain to everyone how my powers work and what it really is after, getting chopped up and sliced and everything a bajillion times at this point. And so what M, or miracle, actually means is it means it gives a physical form to people's hopes, desires, and feelings.
That's pretty cool.
Of the masses.
That is what a miracle is when you think about it.
But here's the thing now. The only thing I want to know is it just kind of like in a general sense of the masses, or is it like a homage to us readers? Because as the readers, we want to see some crazy shit, and so that's what it is.
I didn't think about it. I didn't ever think about it that way.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was looking at it. I was kind of giving Kubo a little bit of a thumbs up for that one if that's what you're doing. If not, I hate you. Kidding, dude. So then he goes on to explain how the Sword of Hope, or Hoffnung, works. And it's sheathed, I think is the word they use. It's literally sheathed in hope. So it's basically just how M works. His sword is literally just like his power. It's the hopes of all the people, they have the fear that it could break, it could shatter. Well, the hope is that it doesn't. So it doesn't. It gets chipped, and then somehow Kenpachi gets...
The damage
and so, of
reflected
course,
onto him.
Kenpachi, being himself, kind of chimes in. He's just standing there like, why? Why do you all do that? Here you are just going off and explaining your plan, monologuing again, just like all you guys always do.
They all.
Every
and of bad course, guy ever.
That's when Toshiro is just kind of sitting back and he's kind of looking at it. It's like, match made in heaven. Match made in heaven.
Love Toshiro.
Boom! That's when the cover page will be thrown in your face, and it's Kenpachi standing there with his back to you, with Nozarashi, and you just have Gerard Valkyrie's face coming at him. You know something gangster's about to happen. You see Gerard just coming down with Hoffnung and destroying a bunch of the Varvelt. And so that's when Kenpachi lunges at Gerard, and even though he's so big, he just nimbly dodges it, and actually just boom! That's when he'll smack Kenpachi and he just flies into another building and actually destroys the building, of course.
Kenpachi just bounces off of that building like it was nothing. I love Kenpachi. He is my second favorite captain next to head captain Yamamoto. Kenpachi.
Now, is Yamamoto one of your favorite head captains, or is Hizanbakuto your favorite and Kenpachi's your favorite captain?
Actually, you know what? You could probably put it that way. You could probably put it that way. Okay, but head captain Yamamoto is also super fast and powerful too in his own right, with his own spiritual
Wonder
pressure.
Vice? Remember Wonder Vice? Just and disintegrates.
Sorry, off topic, my bad.
And so that's when Toshiro tries to charge Gerard, and he just comes flying at him, but Kenpachi, instead of letting him happen, he just boom! Comes up and hits him as hard as he can and sends him flying before Gerard can even react to him. And he's just, as Toshiro's laying in rubble, he's kind of looking at him and like, you son of a... And he's like, dude, don't get in the middle of this. This is my fun fight. I'm going to do this. Get away from this. And that's when Byakuya comes walking up to Toshiro, and he's like, it's pointless. It's completely pointless to try and reason with either of these two.
I would never try to get in the middle of a Kenpachi fight.
No, exactly. Don't bother, because Byakuya and Kenpachi versus Yami, and so Byakuya's like, dude, trust me, it's pointless. Just do what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And that's actually when Toshiro is kind of sitting there, and he's like, okay, we still have to help. We have to do something. I mean, even Kenpachi knows that he cannot win by himself. Of course, I think he can, which I think most people think he can, but he's like, he can't win by himself. So we need to, I mean, his eye patch is already gone, which I'm pretty sure ever since he showed up against Gremmy and using Nozarashi, he didn't have his eye patch. I don't think he's had his eye patch on for a while. And then he was stabbed by Kuratsuchi, put it in the tube, comes out. He definitely hasn't been wearing it. I don't think Toshiro has actually seen Kenpachi since before that, so he didn't even know that his eye patch was gone. Probably. So I'm gonna just say Toshiro is just kind of being absent-minded in that one, or maybe it was Kubo being absent-minded and forgot about that. Kind of happens, but I still love this so much. Anyway, and so that's when he comes up with the idea that I'm going to try and charge up and use every last bit of power of Reishi that I have. I'm going to freeze him to the bone. And then he asks Byakuya to use, once he's done doing that, to use Zenbon Zakura to dice, slice, and smash him into just infinity. You know what I mean?
Chunky pieces.
Literally, little chunky pieces. Boom. Boom. That's when Gerard sends Kenpachi down. He first takes, I can't tell if it's like a punch, if it's like a,
it looked like a
karate
punch to me.
Little stab, or if it's like he's using his sword, but then after he does that, he then backhands him and sends him soaring back down to the ground.
Right.
And then that, simultaneously, once he's done doing that, both, you see Zenbon Zakura coming down and over Gerard, and he just smashes it away with one arm, and then instantly doesn't even give Toshiro a moment, swings his sword over and smashes the building that Toshiro's on.
Yeah, he knew what they were doing the entire time.
And he just starts going off after he basically KOs them. I mean, they are knocked out, but they're tossed to the side, and he just goes off.
Clearly,
I'm the
way
greatest.
more powerful.
I'm so amazing. I knew about your plans before it was even going to happen. How dare you think? How dare you? You know, I just imagine it's like a combination of what, like, Thor and
He-Man.
He-Man
is what I pictured
that's
the voice.
That's the, you know what I mean? Just that type of righteous crap. and while he's yelling with cheer about how wonderful, great, and powerful he is, you see Yachiru. Standing over Kenpachi.
This is the part that I jaw dropped when I saw this. I was like, no way.
There she is, standing over Kenpachi, right? First off, I just have to say this. Tekken 101 called it. She is the Bankai. Go watch his video.
I don't know how he does it.
There it is.
I don't know how he does it. He made a video, it was about like 3 weeks to a month ago, I think, on his channel about his theory that Yachiru would end up being Kenpachi's Bankai, and he nailed it, so you guys should definitely go check out Tekken's page and watch that video.
Keep it up, dude. And so she comes up to him, and she's just, and it's just, Kenpachi's like, hey. And she's like, hey, so, I think it's about time, dude. Like, you know what's going on. You know what we need to do. Let's use your actual, like, let's show what your real power is, basically. And she grabs his hand, and I don't know if it's her dissipating or if it's just his Reishi coming from him, because he's, Zaraki.
It almost looked like, to me, like he was kind of like absorbing her, like she was turning into energy and like coming into it or something.
But that's how the last page ends, is panel by panel is her kind of lightening up, or is kind of at least going closer and closer to her face, as she's just like, let's go, it's time for you to use it. Bankai.
Oh, man.
End of chapter. Done. Finite. Holy shit. I don't even know really where to begin, except for where I did begin, but even then, it's too crazy. I can tell you right now, Yachiru Nozarashi, the Bankai of Kenpachi Zaraki, right there. There it is. That's why you never knew Yachiru's last name. They never said anything about her ever, except for her one name, Yachiru. Because she is Yachiru Nozarashi, and I guarantee it's going to be it's not going to be cut and paste. He's worried that it's going to be like a cut and paste effect, but it is going to be like a Stark and Lillinette, thank you. It is going to be a Stark and Lillinette effect. Now, I don't think she's going to be quite literally turned into the weapon. I just think she's almost like the embodiment of his innocence and Bankai in like a singularity.
Something like that.
Because he originally went up against Unohana, who was the original Kenpachi Zaraki. So there you go. innocence taken out. He meets her as an infant, which she hasn't grown like at all since he was a little fucking, young. You know what I mean?
Right.
It all worked out too perfect. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, okay, what could his Bankai be?
Let us know. There you go.
Yeah.
I want to know what you guys think.
I can't think
it's
of
gonna
anything.
Be.
I can't think of anything.
Go down there. Let us know. Tell us what you thought of the video. Tell us your thoughts on the chapter. Let us know what you think his Bankai will actually be. And make sure you subscribe and like. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
I'm Dondi PK Master.
I'm the Soul Chief.
And this is Totes Anime.